Coming right up, the Celtics taking on the Mavericks. For the Celtics, they know each game is a test of their physical endurance and mental focus. Another challenge lies ahead. Mavs, Celtics, coming up next, right after this. Good afternoon and welcome to a midday edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you're enjoying the weekend so far. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. The two Jays, Brown at the 3 and Tatum at the 4. And it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Mavericks, Thompson, the small forward, Washington holding down the 4. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Gafford in at the center position, locking down the middle. And both backcourts in this one stand cream of the crop.
Well, a lot of people would say that this is a guard-oriented league. I think it's a league of all the positions, but tonight, certainly, whoever can win that guard battle will probably go home with the W.
Certainly the headliner tonight. Here's Gafford. On the wing, Irving. Thompson passes to Gafford. To the inside.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
The first good move in a long chess match between these coaching staffs.
Yeah, and now we get to see the counterplay. How you respond is half the battle out there.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Gafford.
Few guys distribute better than Doncic. He's got good instincts for when and where to send the ball.
And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Greg.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Porzingis finds Brown. 5 to shoot. Shoots over Thompson. Brown, no good. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Pass to Thompson. Now here's Doncic. Offline with a 3. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. We talked about some of the challenges that they'll face tonight, not the least of which is defending Jason Tatum. He said the guy plays with so much confidence. He's a great scorer from all 3 levels. He can go for 40, 50, 60 in a night. We just have to try and make someone else beat us.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. The first free throw is good. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
So he gets them both.
Just money from the line. Tatum knows the importance of making free throws.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Doncic. From down in the low post, it goes.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside, Brown. Got a piece of it. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. On the wing, Tatum. He's guarded by Washington. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Irving against White. Irving, the pass to Doncic. Here's Thompson. Tatum pulls it in.
Good shot, gone bad. Gotta finish there.
Outside Holiday. With some arc. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. He's checked in for Boston. Celtics trail by 7. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. That shot, no good. Nice D from Gafford. And the call will be against Derek White. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And in the first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Down low. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
The Celtics have gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. White, the pass to Brown. From deep three-point land. Mavericks with a rebound.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Here's Washington, following the bucket by Boston. Here's Doncic. Porzingis grabs the board.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And Jason Tatum was fearless on that finish, went right through the contact.
Pass to Washington. And here's Gafford. And here's Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Springer.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
White with it. Always a nice way to start, makes his first one.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a 3-point game. Thompson passes to Gafford. From deep, here's Doncic. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on 3 shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Thompson against Brown. Stolen by Gafford. They've got numbers. From deep, here's Doncic. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Pass to Tatum. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Tatum's got 8 points.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Doncic with it. Give him 8. And he lobs it up. And the dunk by Gafford.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Celtics trail by 9. Now White. And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of that.
If the defender is giving them that much space, the points are inevitable.
Here's Tatum. And that does it for the first quarter. Dallas on top, leading by 9. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
Celtics trail by 9. On the court for the Celtics, second quarter underway. We've got Al Horford, Jason Tatum out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Luke Cornett, and it's Hauser in at the 3 spot. Here's Cornett, back to Pritchard. Shot clock at 5. Tatum. Ooh, rocket finish from Tatum. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
First team foul.
Dallas shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie. But Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team. He's an MVP candidate year in and year out, and Dallas is just very lucky to have him.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Stan, you look at the Celtics, as high-powered as they come offensively.
No question, Brian. They can space the floor at every position, and any one of their starters is able to give you 20 on a given night.
And Stan, he went undrafted back in 2021. But Wisconsin native Sam Hauser has worked his way into a rotation role.
Well, Brian, everyone's looking for shooters, and he is a knockdown shooter. And at 6'7", boasts good size and plays both ends of the court.
And he makes a first. Both shots good from the stripe.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting.
Now here's Irving. He's closely guarded. Puts up a 3. And it's Jason Tatum with the rebound. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Celtics. They've only given up 1 point in the second quarter. That one coming at the line. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed-up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
Yeah, I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. Here's Cornette. They double-team Tatum. Tatum knocks it down. He's locked in right now.
It's not surprising to see Tatum taking over offensively. I mean, he's capable of doing this on a nightly basis.
And we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Boston with some changes. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Cornette. And Drew Holiday is subbed in for Pritchard. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Boston trailing. Outside Holiday. And he hits it to tie the game. Holiday's got his first bucket in this one.
Yeah, such a gritty player. Holiday fights for two there inside.
Outside Irving. Lively with a screen on Porzingis. Irving, no good. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on a 10-1 run. Here's Porzingis. Pass to Hauser. Holiday against Dinwiddie. And Holiday powers it home.
I mean, what an athletic play for Holiday. Showing up the defense with a jam.
And here is Irving. Yet to see a basket. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. And we all know about Stan the analyst and Stan the coach. But when you played in college, what was your game like, Stan?
Hey, Brian, I had the game that would get you beat as a coach. I will say my greatest strength was this. I was never once accused of overpassing.
Take a break. The black hole. That is Stan Van Gundy. And he drops it first.
And he's basically automatic from here. And that's not an accident. No doubt, Kyrie still puts in work at the line.
So for Dallas, Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Washington comes in for Marshall. And it's Klay Thompson in for Exum. Both free throws good from Irving. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. The drive by Holiday. Yes, it's good. Holiday's got 6.
Boy, I'll tell you, when Holiday shifts gears, he quickly leaves people behind.
Pass to Gafford. Back to Dinwiddie. Rebounded by the Celtics. Outside Tatum. Okay! Tatum punching it home.
Poor rim. Tatum plays with such an edge.
Now here's Thompson, hounded by Tatum. Now here's Porzingis. He's scoreless. It's stolen by Washington. Dinwiddie outside. Washington passes to Gafford. Here's Thompson. Klay busting it up inside.
Not just a jump shooter, Thompson is also more than capable of converting inside.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Luka Doncic is checked in for the Mavericks. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for Boston. There's 1:59 left in the second period. Holiday finds Brown. Wow, gutsy finish inside by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim. And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And, guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
Well, if you give Holiday a crease, that'll happen. I mean, he just blew the doors off the defense.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
13 foul.
Brown against Irving. Thompson with a screen. Again, Dallas.
These are the shots you want Irving taking, capable of scoring from anywhere on the floor.
Holiday against Doncic. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And it's Doncic missing.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough work in the mid-range area.
Back to Holiday. From downtown, pure from three-point range. Holiday's got 11 points.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Mavericks trail by 5. Irving looking around. There's 14 seconds left to play in the half. Gafford with a screen on Brown. Clock at 4. Doncic finds Gafford.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Here's Holiday. Banked it in off the glass. He's got 13.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Celtics out in front, leading by 5. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway. if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
Well, that's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Here's Brown. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. That's Jason Kidd's 5 as we get into the second half. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Tatum. It's stolen by Washington.
You've got to be sure there's an opening for the cross-court pass. Otherwise, you're just throwing it up for grabs.
Shot's good by Thompson.
This is Thompson's pure shooting ability in action. He has the shot up in seconds.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Boston. The lead is 2. Here's Brown. The rebound by Klay Thompson. And for the Mavericks, their shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Pass to Doncic for the lead. It's hauled in by White.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, last season, Jason Tatum surpassed 10,000 career points. He said, "It sounds crazy. I always think about when I was a kid growing up with my mom and saying I wanted to be in the NBA. I may have thought I would be one of the best players, but to actually do it is a surreal feeling." Ryan, he's being honest.
Yeah, dreams do come true, Allie. Thank you. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Celtics making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wemby and Chet Holmgren.
This is what makes Holiday special, his ability to find ways to finish in tight.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Here's Doncic, and it's Dallas scoring again.
Well, they have to be thrilled with how reliable he's been tonight.
The Celtics have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Tatum can't hit. For Dallas, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Washington outside. From deep, here's Doncic. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tatum barreling in. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
The speed of Tatum's drive makes it so tough to defend. You just don't get a chance to stop him.
Outside Irving. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Oh, Klay takes the contact and finishes. Extremely competitive game thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes in total. I expect there to be more to come.
Irving against White. The kick to Tatum. Here's Cornet. Goes back up. And the layup is good. And the Celtics lead by 1.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. Inside. And the dunk by Gafford.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. The Celtics shooting the rock around 43% since the third quarter began. In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Dallas has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. And here's Doncic outside. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving. Irving's got 4 assists in the game.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Now here's White. Kick out to Brown. Pass to Holiday. That one's good. He's now 8 for 13.
Terrific night for Holiday so far. And I have to pin it on his energy. He's given this game all he's got.
Doncic passes to Gafford. And it's Cornet with a rebound.
Excellent coverage defensively, making it hard on him.
A minute and a half left in the third quarter of the game. Tatum passes to White. Oh, through contact. White gets the finish.
Yeah, the way Tatum shares the ball really completes his package.
And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Different look for Dallas. Lively, he's checked in for Gafford. Marshall comes in for Washington. And it's Dinwiddie in for Kyrie Irving. There's a minute 12 left to play in the third. And it's Doncic missing. For Boston, they've gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Horford draws the double. Fires the 3. Pritchard gets it to go. And now a 3-point Celtic lead.
And great vision there to punish the double team. That was well executed.
Dinwiddie with it. And here's Thompson for 3. Here's Marshall. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
And now that's a momentum builder for sure. So important in a close game.
Look at his teammates here. They love it. Plays like that gonna get them going.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
So it's Boston now. The Mavs get their last shot to go. 6 to shoot. Horford for 3. Here's Cornet. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time. Cornette's got 4 points now in the quarter.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here we go. Horford can't hit.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
And Doncic puts up a deep 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. Boston out in front, up 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Mavericks trail by 3. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the 4th quarter. Tatum and Horford, the duo at forward. Then there's Luke Cornette. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Shireman in at the 2-guard spot.
Number 13, Drew Peterson.
Lively passes to Dinwiddie. Drains the triple.
Confident shot by Dinwiddie. No hesitation at all.
And for Boston, they're shooting an amazing 61%. Looking confident. Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Now here's Dinwiddie. Shot from the low block. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. Hauser, he's checked in for Peterson.
Personal. 2nd team foul.
Free throw good. Dinwiddie. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Out to Horford. Pass to Hauser. Fires from deep. Yes! Great play by Horford to set him up. And the Celtics lead by 2. This is the very definition of a back-and-forth contest.
Yes, neither side taking its foot off the gas. I'm expecting a spectacular finish.
Now here's Dinwiddie. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Now Horford. Here's Cornette. Pass to Hauser. Here's Pritchard. 6 on the shot clock. Horford passes to Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
And sometimes you forget how long Tatum is, and he's terrific at using this to his advantage inside.
Here's Dinwiddie. And he lays it up and in.
They have a never-give-up attitude.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got 0 quitting them.
Now here's Tatum. And finished off by Tatum.
Making sure of it with the 2-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. Mavericks trail by 4. Here's Dinwiddie. 3-pointer. Tatum pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Lively. Thompson comes in for Marshall. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Cornette. Brown comes in for Hauser. White, he's checked in for Horford. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He really emphasized rim protection. He said to his guys, I want us to cut down on the easy looks inside. No more of that. It's a simple ask that could have a big impact.
And Allie, thank you for that. Boston leading by 4. Now here's White. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. And, Coach, you look at Derek White, maybe not the biggest name, but he is a winning player.
Yeah, Brian, he's one of the most underrated players in the league. He's got a great feel for the game at both ends of the court. He is tremendously solid across the board.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He does not get the second one.
Well, you like to see all of them go down, but that did make it a 2-possession game.
Well, Thompson goes inside and forces the issue with the D and gets the foul he was looking for.
And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Boston.
Well, you've got to like that they're not settling. They're attacking the defense on the drive and creating great looks.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off.
That free throw is good from Thompson. Both free throws good from Thompson. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Holiday against Doncic. And Holiday powers it home.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
The drive by Tatum. Oh, Tatum with the power move.
Having added so much strength, Tatum can take the contact and stay balanced.
Jason Tatum, 1 shot.
One shot.
And Doncic has got the ball here for the Mavs. Pass to Washington. Gafford with the ball. Oh, Thompson from deep three-point land. Here's Washington. And Washington powers it through.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Mavericks trail by 5. Doncic outside. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Washington from deep. Jaylen Brown with a rebound. And here's White. Now Holiday. Minute 32 left in the game.
And Holiday takes this responsibility seriously. When someone is open on his squad, he gets it to them.
Dallas has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his 3rd foul of the game. There's a minute 26 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. And it's Doncic missing. Boston leading by 7. To the middle. Tatum can't hit. Dallas is shooting 55% since the start of the fourth. They get it again. Gafford with the bucket.
And you can tell by how hard he battled for that putback that he still has a lot of energy left for the end of this game.
Well, that's all about effort. He knows how much each bucket means right now, and he's clearly willing to fight for it.
Outside Tatum. Oh, Tatum slams it home.
Gotta love how they've just maintained their intensity, even when they're this far up.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. They're behind by 7. Checked in for Boston. Pritchard comes in for White. .46 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Doncic. That one is off. Ooh, good work defensively by Holiday. Here's Keita. The 3. Washington grabs the miss. And this one feels just about over.
Yeah, they'll play it out, but I think it just wasn't meant to be tonight.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it inbounds in time. Dallas calls timeout. They're behind by 4. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Pass to Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. 14 foul. Two shots.
Shooting two.
Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And no good on the second free throw, so 0 for 2 there. The three from Washington. Cash! Oh, what a sensational bucket! That brings him within one.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. With the late victory, they upset plenty of these hometown fans.
They really should take this win to heart. When the pressure was on, they stepped up and worked twice as hard to overcome it.
And now we have Allie LaForce standing with the player of the game. Allie, take it away.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. There's a lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Hey, I'm the only yo, I be master speaking. Left your eardrums bleeding, son. Northeast Ohio, Cleveland. We always get even. Throw you in the till you quit breathing. When you quit dreaming, you gon' have to catch me in demons. I be moving like Shadow Stevens. Underground warlords, we battle demons. Send that your Adam's apple region. That's how I leave.
Trees for the block. Mono Marine yachts, fingerprint screen lock. Know these buckets. I've seen a lot. Blind on frequent spots. The strip gets bled until the bleeding stops. My catalog grind me like Tanel Ave Travelers. I'm on the beach like Hasselhoff. They trying to.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. We've got a chance now for our starting lineups. From point guard to center, this game should be a good one.
As a fan, if you've got the need for speed, you're in for a treat tonight.
Oh, I always have the need for speed. I mean, across the league, every year, the pace seems to increase. And these teams, they really push it.
Then again, who knows? A couple key half-court sets could really determine the outcome here.
Now here's Carrington. Here's Harris. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, guards like Harris need to be able to stretch the floor. And there, she does.
Here's Samuelson. And the basket is good.
She's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting that ball to the rim.
Now here's Carrington. Fires the three. And it's Austin with the rebound. Now here's Dolson. She's covered by Thomas.
Up top, Samuelson.
Outside Atkins. Three-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Sun. Pass to Harris. Back to Bonner. From past the arc. Not going to go that time.
And talking about Brittany Sykes, she's known for her defense.
Well, when those GM surveys come out every year, Sykes is normally the pick for best wing defender. He's an old school type of guard, doesn't take a lot of threes, hangs her hat on disrupting opponents.
Now here is Sykes. Back to Austin. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. Alyssa Thomas with the rebound.
You know, I just can't get over the fact that Alyssa Thomas has been playing with 2 torn labrums for years now. I mean, talk about toughness.
Yeah, hence her one-handed shooting style. But she's an absolute warrior. She's not only playing through pain, she's doing it at an elite level.
And 2023 featured the closest MVP vote ever, with Alyssa Thomas finishing second.
Yeah, it was interesting. I mean, Thomas actually got the most first-place votes, but finished just behind Brianna Stewart, just ahead of Asia Wilson. Thomas averaging 16, 10, and 8. All defense, too. About as good of an all-around here as we've seen.
Now here's Carrington. And again, Connecticut no good.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide-open look.
Pass to Atkins. Dolson.
Samuelson outside.
Let's go. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. Bonner inside. She's guarded by Sykes. And it's Carrington missing. Washington trailing. Here's Austin. Atkins from outside the arc. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
With an unwavering work ethic, Atkins has just about mastered the 3-ball.
Pass to Bonner. Takes the 3. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing her first attempt.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
It's turning into a 3-point contest.
Now here's Samuelson.
Ariel Atkins on the wing.
Back to Samuelson.
From deep. And the Mystics hit again from deep.
I mean, that shot just becomes effortless for her when the defense is so relaxed like that.
Bonner outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Sykes. That is her first foul of the game. The Sun making a switch here.
Substitution for the Sun. Number 3, Tiffany Mitchell.